Hi, this is Becky from Fitness for Freedom. This video is going to demonstrate a flexibility training program that's great for hikers. It can be used as a cool down after your hike or for a flexibility program throughout the week as part of your training. Stretching is important in maintaining and increasing your flexibility, which is great for hikers after long hours on the trail. We want to do static stretching as part of a cool down. Static meaning that we're going to hold the stretch. There's no bouncing or movement during this activity like there is in the warm-up. So we're going to hold each stretch for about 30 seconds in length and give you a full body program that you can do after your hike or on a weekly basis as part of your training program. So we're going to start off with the neck tilt. So what I'm going to get you to do is stand with rolling your shoulders down and back. We're going to bring the ear towards your shoulder. So this is going to stretch out the side of the neck and into the trapezius muscle. So we're just going to hold this here for 30 seconds. If you want to add a bit more intensity to it, I recommend bringing the right hand on top of the head and just lightly pressing down some pressure till you feel that stretch here. So the point of stretching is we want to hold for about 30 seconds. And then we'll come and do the same thing on the other side, just gently adding some pressure on the top of the head. You can add a little bit more mobility into the stretch by looking down to the outside of your foot while you hold that stretch. The reason why this is a good stretch is because if you've ever been hiking and doing a multi-day trip or carried a 20-pound backpack on your back, your shoulders and neck get very stiff and sore, so this will feel really rewarding at the end of your day. The next stretch is a stretch for your lats. Again, just like with the neck tilts, when you've been carrying a heavy backpack all day long hiking, you want to do a good stretch out for your back. So either using your trekking pole or grabbing a nearby tree or rock around you, you're going to grab the top of the pole and you're going to walk yourself back, lowering your upper body in between your shoulders. So just go to where you can comfortably feel that. I want you to feel as if your hands are pulling away from you and your hips are driving back. It's okay to bend the knees here if that's more comfortable for you, but if you are able to straighten them up a little bit, you're also going to engage the hamstrings into getting a stretch here. So like everything, we want to hold the stretch for about 30 seconds in length. Take nice deep breaths, and then you can slowly roll out of that when you're done. So we're moving along to the calf stretch. The calf muscles are responsible for a main group of muscles that are going to get you up those uphill climbs. So it's really good to stretch them out after a walk and to increase your ankle joint mobility. So I'm going to step my left foot back, using my pole to press into. Now, if you don't have a trekking pole, feel free to use nothing at all or use a tree or grab a rock, something that you can add some leverage into. Bending my front knee until keeping the back leg straight until I feel that stretch in the back of the calf muscle. Now, with a straight leg, I'm stretching out the gastrocnemius of the calf muscles. There's two calf muscles. So if I bend that back knee, that changes into the soleus muscle and I feel a little bit lower down into the ankle. So you want to make sure that you're going to hold for 30 seconds in length as always and try doing those two alternatives for the calf stretch. So we're coming down to the kneeling hip flexor quad stretch combo. So you want to get yourself into a lunge position, making sure that your pelvis is nice and straight forward. So no rotating forward or back. We're going to push forward into that front knee until you feel the stretch down into your hip flexor. Now, if you want to make this stretch a little bit more intense, you can reach back and grab your foot. Now I'm going to get that stretch into my quad muscle as well. So again, always holding for at least 30 seconds in length. You might want to spend a little extra time on this one. It's my favorite stretch for hikers since you do so much hip flexion while hiking. If balance is a bit of an issue for you, you can always use your trekking pole to hold on. Alternatively, if you aren't on a spot where you want to kneel down on the ground, you can do the same stretch by standing. Just prop your foot up on a bench or a rock and get the same leverage from a standing position. So our final stretch is the figure 4 stretch. So we're going to come down onto the ground to do this stretch as well. So you want to lay down flat on your back. Knees bent and your feet about hip width apart. I'm going to bring my left foot up and over, cross my knee, making sure the foot is kept flexed, and just try and open up and relax this knee back. So if you feel a good stretch into your glutes here, just stay there and you can hold for 30 seconds. If you need a little bit more of a stretch, you're going to thread your hands through the right leg, bringing it in and hold. So I'm working to pull my right leg in towards me while the left knee still works to open out. So again, we want to hold this for 30 seconds. If this is a stretch that you don't want to do while you're laying down on the ground, you can do this standing as well. Just requires a bit more balance, and you can use your trekking pole to help you with that. As I mentioned earlier, this stretching routine could be done after your hike or as part of a regular flexibility routine during the week to keep your joints mobile and muscles nice and flexible. Always remember that when you're stretching, it should feel comfortable. Never stretch to a point where it feels sharp shooting pains or painful. It should just be a nice relaxing stretch and keep the hold for at least 30 seconds in length. This has been Becky from Fitness for Freedom. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more fitness tips or follow along workout videos, please subscribe to our Fitness for Freedom YouTube channel. Have a great day.